Should we get into music now?
Yeah, let's do it.
What have you been listening to?
What have I actually been listening to? I haven't really sat with the Samm Henshaw album yet. I listened to it on, I think, Friday, but I haven't played it too much yet. I listened to the Earl Sweatshirt album, but again, I haven't really sat with that. I've been listening to the Weeknd. Sabbath just dropped an album.
Yeah, I haven't got into that one yet. I need to listen to that.
Yeah, I've been listening to that the last couple of days. I actually really like that album. I think mainly like start of Jan I was listening to a lot of the Weeknd's new album, and then like just recently I've been listening to the Sabbath album. But other than that, I haven't listened to too much. I haven't got into the Gunna one either. But
I haven't listened to it at all.
I've heard like certain tracks. Like I've heard Pushin.
That ain't P, bro. That ain't P.
I'm not a big Gunna fan, you know. Maybe I need to change my ways.
That ain't P. No, I'm not gonna lie. I actually don't know what pushing P means. Have you heard the like explanation of it?
It's player, no? It just means player, like.
No, but I don't know, cause it's like the way they explain it is like it just makes you more confused.
What's the explanation? I haven't heard the explanation.
Bro, as in I couldn't even tell you. It doesn't make any sense. But they'll just bring up situations and be like, yeah. So you know when you do this and the whoop de whoop does that, that's P. That's P. And then like I can recognize when something is not P.
Yeah.
Because I remember he did a he was on the Breakfast Club. And I think he's doing a thing with Chloe Bailey, you know, from Chloe X Sally.
Okay.
And she's not featured on the album, so the song they've got together is good.
Yeah.
And he said that something along the lines of like he doesn't want to be tied down, like he's not ready to be tied down, he's not ready to commit. And then Angela Yee must ask like, so what happens if like Chloe is ready to be tied down and like find someone that is, and like you know gets in a relationship with that guy, and then Gunna just looks at you this. Well, that wouldn't be very P of her. I was like,
oh my gosh.
But yeah, now the what have I been listening to? So the Gunna album is good. You should get into it, man.
Maybe I'll try listening again.
You should get into Gunna in general, man. Gunna's the future, bro. Him and Lil Baby.
Yeah, people love him and Lil Baby.
Yeah.
When they came out, people were trying to compare them. I feel like they're in slightly different lanes now, though.
Bro, theirs is like the perfect example of, you know, that Rio Ferdinand clip of, you know, like when he's talking about Messi and Ronaldo, it's like people always want to talk about which one's better, this one, that one.
Just enjoy them.
Just enjoy it, man. He's the perfect example of that, man. Like him and Lil Baby, like. Because I always go back and forth, and I realize like, no, there's no point. They're better together anyway. There's no point pitting them against each other. You know what I mean?
I prefer Lil Baby. No, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. To be fair, there was a while when I did. This Gunna album kind of made me sway a little bit.
He beat the Weeknd on the first
week. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
But I don't know why the Weeknd dropped like that though. Like there's no build up to the album. Like
no, he made like a little video and stuff. And
like a day before it dropped, no?
Was it?
Like a one video a day before it dropped.
Nah. Was it?
Well, maybe a week before it dropped, but it's not like he didn't release any singles.
Yeah, he didn't. It wasn't like a there were no singles. That's true. There wasn't it wasn't a long promo run, but it was like Drake's album had a similar promo run. He just dropped that video of him
and Drake's album also didn't do as well as people thought it would.
They're like 600K now.
Yeah, it's Drake, innit?
Yeah, that's true.
600K is not that much for Drake.
But which album's done more than that in the recent?
No, but no albums have done more than that. But it's Drake. Like,
true.
I don't know if we can even really. There's no one to compare to anymore.
That's true.
I would have said The Weeknd, but
I mean, to be fair, I saw something that Weeknd's now the most streamed artist on Spotify
of all time.
Yeah, which is crazy.
That makes sense, but I don't know if this album is the reason.
What do you think of this album?
I liked this album, to be fair. I generally liked it. Like, I think it suffers from like a pacing issue, I think, because the first half is all like dance tracks and then the second half is all like slow, moody music. I don't really understand like how he split that out. And I also feel like that track where it just suddenly in the middle breaks down and then he just starts going like illuminating.
Oh yeah. That was weird.
I was like, what's he doing?
Yeah.
A classic work of science fiction. Like I was like, what is this? That's so funny, but I don't know why he did that.
Yeah.
In general, I liked it. I think I prefer the second half to the that more dancey half. But
Okay.
yeah, I thought it was a good album.
Yeah, I thought it was good as well. I'm not the biggest fan of Pop Weeknd.
I'm a Pop Weeknd fan, you know.
I
I've been
can tell.
I've been converted.
Yeah, I could tell.
His first one, I was like, I think when he released Starboy, I was like,
See, the thing is, Starboy still had remnants of the old Weeknd. Like songs like Reminder.
but everything has remnants of the old Weeknd though.
This doesn't have much.
Nah, it has some remnants. Like
There's not much on here that
What's-
you could hear on like Trilogy or
yeah, but
Beauty Behind the Madness.
but there's not much on Starboy even like Reminder you wouldn't hear on Trilogy.
Reminder you could hear on Beauty Behind the Madness,
Yeah, but he was already pop at that time.
but it wasn't pop like this pop. Beauty Behind the Madness still had The Hills, Tell Your Friends.
Yeah, tell your
Acquaint-
friends about him.
What's it called? Acquainted. That was called.
Yeah, Acquainted.
Yeah, like it still had all of them classic Weekend kind of tunes. Basically, my thing is like, I appreciate.
Here we go again. That's a track.
Mm.
Here we go again.
I appreciate the artistic development, and it's good that he did it as well, because for him it's like he's what's the word? He's moved him to like another level in terms of his like career.
Mm.
In terms of like even just like recognition, everything. Like,
I mean, yeah, he's a lot bigger now.
Yeah, he's like a global superstar.
got
Yeah.
A huge audience that he didn't have when
Exactly.
he was making Trilogy.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Maybe it's just one of them like. And to be honest, I didn't even really get into Trilogy and stuff like when it dropped.
I was
but
bagging that out when it dropped.
I think it's got that like nostalgic feel to it. And that's
Yeah.
the reason we kind of hold it so dearly.
No, it's not just that. It was probably his best work.
Yeah. But no, I do like the I do like this album. I prefer this one to what was his last one? Oh wait,
After
no,
Hours.
I prefer this to After Hours. After Hours was good as well.
Was the first one called After? Yeah, After Hours.
After Hours was really good as
No,
well.
After Hours was more poppy than this one, in my opinion. Like, but After Hours had like, that's his biggest album.
After Hours is his biggest album, you said?
It must be. It's got Blinding Lights, Save Your Tears.
Yeah, that's true actually. But this one still, I mean, it remains to be seen, because Blinding Lights, Save Your Tears, it took a while for them to. They got like TikTok.
Yeah,
Buzz.
TikTok took them off, but I don't see anything that's gonna be TikToks on this one.
You can see, man.
It's
Outside
not-
is a great song, bro.
Yeah, it is. It is a great song, but it's not like
TikToky.
it's not TikToky. It's not that poppy.
But I wouldn't have said Save Your Tears or Blinding Lights. Maybe Blinding Lights, but Save Your Tears I wouldn't have said was TikToky. And then
Nah.
they made, like,
The
loads-
people make TikToks of Save Your Tears.
I think so.
I didn't even know that.
I might be. That's drumming is kind of
Yeah.
But what was I saying? Yeah, no, it was a good album. Like, I liked it.
I think the rollout was bad, but I like the album.
Yeah. No, to be fair, it could have had a better rollout. To be fair, it kind of feels quick, like in quick succession to his last one.
Yeah.
But I think maybe that's just because the pandemic has made
I think
time
it might
feel
be pandemic,
weird.
'cause the last one was like 2019 or something.
2020.
Was it
It's
2020?
like March or April 2020. So like.
Also, The Weeknd really loves like cosplay. Like he loves to wear masks.
and
Like,
and stuff. Yeah.
he looks so old in that thing. He looks like there was a guy I grew up with. He was like South African.
Okay.
He looks like his dad. Whenever I look at the picture, I'm like, bro, this is like a South African dad.
That's funny, man. That's true. But yeah, no, that one was good. What else? The O album. You said you didn't really sit with it.
I'm losing faith in it a little bit, man. I'm losing a bit of faith.
I'm a little bit. To be fair, I lost it a while ago still.
But I liked some rap songs.
Yeah, you did. I didn't really. Like
But
it.
like,
But a lot of people did like that one.
but like Feet of Clay or whatever was
Next.
next.
It was garbage, bro. Garbage. That album is
Throw
terrible.
the whole album in the bin. And then
it sounded like I don't even know, Eastern European like folk music or something, bro. That one with the accordion. That is terrible. That sounds like some folk music from the Outback, bro. Like, no way. That was trash.
I'm just like a bit annoyed because he keeps like disappearing for ages and then dropping a 20-minute album. And
It's
I'm,
mediocre as well.
yeah.
Although this one, this was much better than Feet of Clay.
No, this is better than
Yeah.
Feet of Clay.
And to be honest, like, I haven't listened to some rap songs in a long time because I didn't really like it that much.
Mm.
But this one, from my memory, I liked this one more than I liked some rap songs.
But now you should listen to some rap songs again. Some rap songs actually has some decent tracks.
There's a couple songs in there that are okay. Yeah, that is true. But now with this one, it was like, and this is my problem with now. I feel like he's always talking about deep stuff, but it's like I don't really know what he's on about, and because of that, I don't even care. And it's like it's hard to listen to an album when like you don't care what the guy is talking about.
Yeah.
Like, because it's like I feel like I have to sit down and proper concentrate to understand what he's on about.
He kind of like because he was saying like I remember there was an interview with him about some rap songs where he was saying like he feels like rap is like a means for him to like get out what he's saying, but like in like small snippets of like code or something like that. Like I don't really get too much of it, but then it does kind of fit in with his music because sometimes like he's making a point here, but I don't know what the point is. Like
I don't know what he's on about. Like,
yeah, like
I couldn't tell you what the subject of the album was.
That's what he was saying in the interview. He was saying that like when they had like slave music back in the days.
Oh, they put
different like messages in the songs without like making it too overt. And he was saying like he does the same with his music.
I feel like he's saying that to, you know, them people that like want to make it sound deeper than it is, so that their stands will be like, nah, bro, you don't get it, man. Nah, I feel like that's what he's doing there.
Yeah, but to be honest, this album really, I feel like it's a swing and a miss, maybe. I'll try to listen to it again. Sometimes like I get into an Earl Sweatshirt album later on, but
yeah. I mean, I was never the biggest Earl fan anyway, but I just recognized that he was like a proper sick rapper, like a proper sick lyricist.
Yeah. But...
and I like some of the tracks off Doris, and I don't like shit. I don't go outside. Or whatever.
Ideas.
Yeah,
something like that.
Like
that has some good tracks.
I like some of the tracks on those, but
he's just like grew out the dreads, just like
he just
went off to live. I don't even know, somewhere in New York.
Oh, he lives in New York.
I think so.
Fair, man.
Him and Tyler the Creator really diverged paths, but
really
diverged.
But Tyler's music has been way better.
I agree. I don't dispute that.
Yeah.
I think Tyler's been way better. You know, I think I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast, so that like
apparently he cussed the album.
Yeah, he cussed it, and he said like when your boy doesn't call you to make tracks anymore, like that's when you know it's cold out here. Like, when was the last time you saw Earl featured on the Tyler the Creator album?
Bro, it doesn't happen anymore, man. Shit. Yeah. But yeah, no, there was that, and then the last album that I really got into was the Samm Henshaw album.
Finally dropped.
Finally, man, and you know what's funny? So the first track is Jeff, you know my boy Jeff. So, and I didn't know that was gonna happen. So I remember I was listening to it when it came out. It was like last Friday, Friday before. So I was driving, put it in, and I hear the intro. You know, the phone rings. I hear, oh, stop that. In fact, you know what? Let me play it. Let me play the intro. This is Still No Album intro from Samm Henshaw's album.
Yeah, bro. Stop that. Nah, never that, man, never that. Yeah, I do, bruv. It's taken ages, just like this Henshaw album, bruv, just like the Henshaw album. How long has that been now? Yeah, and now here we are, Still No Album.
Yeah, that was Still No Album, the intro. And yeah, when I heard the stop that, and I was like Jeff. And then there was a part where he's like, bro, just like the Henshaw album. I was like, fam, that's Jeff. And then so as soon as the track finished, I stopped the album, I called him, and bro, when I tell you I had the biggest smile on my face, I was just laughing. And he was like, because it was quite late on a Friday, so he was like, it wasn't late, but like he was, because he's got kids.
It was like, I'm with my kid.
Yeah, so I could hear his son like making noise and everything. So I was like, brother, I'm driving. He's like, okay, cool, like, something happened. And I was like, I'm driving, I just put in the Samm Henshaw album, yeah. I was like, why am I hearing you on the album, yeah? He's like, yeah, man, it was a running joke that we had that would be on his album, but so like I just on it. I was like, that's jokes, man. But yeah, no, I'm super happy for him putting it out. I had a good discussion with Jeff actually about like artists that take a long time to drop their debut project, because, And I feel like in the UK, it's not as big a deal because I feel like the UK doesn't care too much about albums in the same way that when we talk about US hip hop, we'll talk about ATLians, or we'll talk about Illmatic, we'll talk about the big albums for Reasonable Doubt. We'll talk about that. Whereas over here, we talk about more cultural moments or big. So we'll talk about Skepta shutting down Shoreditch car park rather than the last Skepta album.
But that might be because we are not in the US though, because they must talk about cultural moments as well. Like they must have them.
No, I mean I think they definitely do talk about cultural moments there, but I feel like they
also
lack it. Yeah, the same way over there, they might talk about the cultural moments, but they'll also talk about Illmatic or Get Rich or Die Trying or something. Not that those are comparable, but like they'll talk about which are the best, the top 10 albums of like top 10 debut albums of all time or something like that. Yeah. Whereas over here, I feel like we don't really get into people's actual albums much. Like
maybe that's because it's still quite young. Like how many classic albums are there?
I feel like it's just a different market, man. Like
it is a bit of a different.
Yeah, I feel like over here they like, because even they sign people on like single deals, whereas in America I feel like they don't do that. Like they'll sign you and you have to make an album for them or a mixtape.
Yeah, it's a bit of a. It's a bit of a different
like,
market.
If you get a song and it blows, like that Ardy kid. Yeah, once he got on that have you seen the shape of her body? Once he got on that.
Oh, Ardy! I thought you were talking about the other guy. Hazy.
That's a good song. I like that one.
He's Paxson Potion.
I like that song still. But I feel like it's different because I feel like obviously Sam's been making music for a long time now. Like I think his first project on Spotify was from like 2015 or something like that. Obviously he's built like a massive fan base. He's worked with everybody. He's gone to the US. He's worked with Pharrell. He's worked with Quincy Jones. He's worked with everyone. He's done so. It's just like he's done so much, right? And it's like it's a bit like we were waiting for the album, right? It's like you're judged by at the end of your career and stuff. You're not judged by how many studio sessions did you do with Quincy Jones.
Yeah.
Or how many tracks did Pharrell produce on. Of course, those are like massive moments and stuff, but it's like you'll be judged on your output. So it's like
debut album's a big one as well.
Yeah,
a lot riding.
I feel like maybe and I don't know. And I to be honest, I still want to get him on the pod, so we can really get into this because it's like I want to know if he kind of got in his own head about this album. I want to know if you see 4 years ago when Gayton and JB came on and told us they were like, oh, this is going to be the best soul album from the UK. Yeah, I want to know if this is the same album that they were talking about back then. Like, are these the same tracks from 4 years ago? He's completely redone it.
Maybe it's not redone. Might be the same concept, but
yeah.
There must have been changes along the way.
But I was a big fan of the album. I think they didn't lie when they said it's one of the best, if not the best. Obviously, I'm biased, but one of the best like UK soul albums. Obviously, there's people like Amy Winehouse and stuff that you're kind of hard pressed to beat, but I feel like time will tell. But I am a big massive fan of the album. And yeah, like kind of wanna kind of do an interview with him. That'd be great to kind of see exactly how he went about making the album as well. To be honest. But yeah, we're kind of running out of time a little bit still.
No, from what I heard of the album though, I liked it. I just haven't had the chance to sit with it too much yet. But on first listen, sounding good. Yeah, it was sounding good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's basically it.
I listened to that Sabbath project, bro.
Yes, yeah, no, I will listen to that one, man.
I've been banging that out.
I need to listen to that. Yeah, I might listen to it now still. And yeah, what's up? I was gonna say as well, yeah. Let me try and squeeze this in quickly. Basically, male podcasts, are in the mud right now. Like everybody's talking about us, and it's not nice.
Oh, that's what you wanted to squeeze in,
brother. Well, that and also because
I thought you wanted to squeeze in the pregnancy news.
Yeah, nah. To be honest, bro, my jaw dropped when I think it was my friend Vienna. She sent me the picture, and
the rumors came out a while ago.
They did, but I thought
everyone was like,
I thought it was all cap.
It's cap.
My jaw dropped, and then, bro, I was immediately like, no. Like, you know that from Get Out. Like, no. And she starts crying, bro. I was like, literally, I was in bed. I remember, and I was like, no. And I went to Instagram, and I see it everywhere. Rihanna's pregnant with ASAP. I was like, bro, how could you do this to me?
But it was a sad day for the male population.
Yeah.
I think everyone was upset.
But listen, I can still be a stepdad, so.
We're getting take care too, though.
Yes, yeah.
Coming. It's definitely coming.
That video of Drake on his phone, just frowning at his phone.
Nah, he was down.
Brother.
He was down bad. I think he unfollowed both of them on
I don't think he was following Rihanna for a while, man. He hasn't been following us.
That's
since,
true.
2016.
That's true. But he unfollowed ASAP.
Yeah, I heard he like refollowed him. But I don't know. He's going through it.
He's
going
definitely
through it.
going
Even
through
his
it.
Instagram captions right now, man. He's so like, he's going through it, man. He's going through it.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say about male podcasts?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, like right now we're in the mud. In fact, when I was in Ghana, there was one. We went out for drinks with my cousin and some of his mates, and one of our friends, Nicole, was saying that like she's from the UK. Actually, she was saying that like if she goes out with a guy and he says he has a podcast, like it's a red flag for her. I was like, damn. Man. And then to be she said like when she was saying it, I was like, does she know that I have a podcast? And so I was like, and she was like, oh yeah, yours is different because like you guys stay focused on music, which is true. We're not in women's business, right? But yeah, like we're down bad right now, man. Our stock is at an all-time low.
Yeah, I've been seeing the comments.
Yeah, and to be fair, like they have a point, man. Some of these pods, like that Fresh and Fit podcast, is like fucking awful. Man.
I haven't much.
Bro, some of the pods are terrible. Man.
I saw one meme. It was like God, the men you put on earth to provide for us. Making podcasts.
So yeah, now we're down bad, but anyway,
time, man. It's like crypto.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're down, sometimes you're up.
Yeah, man. Cool.